RUGBYMag.com, the official voice of rugby.
Hey everybody, this is Alex Goff from RUGBYMag.com, and welcome to this week's edition of PRP Weekly, presented by RUGBYMag.com. We're talking about the Pacific Rugby Premiership, and it's been pretty intriguing over the first three rounds. And last week, we did see one team get their first victory of the season. Santa Monica defeated the Denver Barbarians 24-19 in a game where, once again, the Barbarians lose a close one. San Francisco Golden Gate has moved to 3-0 with their victory over Olympic Club, and Belmont Shore has got themselves back in the win column, 28-20 over Ombak.
Happy to be back another week talking about the PRP. And one thing I think is important to keep in mind is this is a long season. It's a 12-game season for everybody, 6 home, 6 away games, and you don't want to overreact to any one loss or win. That said, there's some really important games this weekend. One of those really important games is Olympic Club against Ombak. Olympic Club is 0-2, had some really competitive games against the two best teams in the league, the two undefeated teams in the league, come up short both times, but they could slip to 0-3 if they don't fix it against Ombak this week. So while 0-3, you still got 9 more games to play after that. 0-3 is pretty tough to come back from, so it's kind of a must-win if you can say that this early on for the Olympic Club. Another really obviously important game is Belmont versus Santa Monica. Belmont 1 hair above 500, Santa Monica 1 hair under 500, in a rivalry game. But the game of the week is Glendale going to San Francisco Golden Gate. The two undefeated teams battling here. I think some of the key matchups in this game are really in the midfield. For Glendale, it's fly half Mike Graham, centers Chad London and Justin Paga against the fly half for Golden Gate, Tyanosa, and centers Mile Pulu and Samasone Pone. I think there's a lot of firepower on the Golden Gate side. And how does Glendale stand up to it? You got some good, solid defensemen there. Can they really stand up to it and make their tackles and prevent Gate from finding the holes where they traditionally do? This is a rematch. Last year, Glendale went to Golden Gate, played on Treasure Island, lost 43-10. It was really kind of a blowout in a game that essentially knocked the Raptors out of playoff contention when it came to the Elite Cup. So how will they respond to that coming back this year? Obviously, two different teams. For Glendale, it could be a huge bonus win. Glendale, this is their third road game in a row. If they can manage to go 3-0 on the road to start the season, they go back home for 6 straight games and don't have to leave the friendly confines of Infinity Park until April 19th. So to get this win here and go back home with that confidence and those road wins under your belt really makes the Raptors look like the team to beat in the PRP.
So looking ahead to next week, we'll see the high-flying Santa Monica Club take on Belmont Shore once again. And you can see, though, the Dolphins from Santa Monica, they really know how to run the ball. They really enjoy using their wings. Sean Piper's in this clip here. And, of course, Dave Martini, who's a player who's been racking up all the tries and is going to come in, give Sean Piper's a nice, great big hug. They will be taking on a Belmont Shore team that got a little bit of a boost with Adam Siddle coming in as a guest player for them. They will not have Siddle this week as there is a USA domestic camp. More on that later. Also this weekend we'll see Ombak taking on Olympic Club. Olympic Club is winless but has been really competitive. However, they will lose Colin Hawley this week probably, and they will definitely be without Tim Maupin, who's in the USA camp this weekend. Ombak, they did win that one really close game and were pipped a little bit close one against Belmont Shore last week. And the Glendale Raptors undefeated against the undefeated San Francisco Golden Gate. Glendale will be without 2 players who are at the USA camp, Chad London, their dynamic back, and their hooker and captain, Zach Fenolio. And Fenolio did talk about this game coming up and also the crucial aspect of his team having a bye last week and how important that was.
We had maybe 30 minutes of training outdoors this last week, and so it'll be nice for us to kind of focus in and get some real good technical sessions in with some better weather to try and get ready for Golden Gate in 2 weeks.
What's your thoughts? Is that away or at home?
It's away.
It's still away. And what are your thoughts on the PRP so far? I mean, I know we're only 2 weeks in, but the scores all seem to be close and the games seem to be...
It's amazing, for both all clubs involved. We're going away from 50 to 60 to nothing wins to hard-fought, well-respected games. I mean, it's just great clubs involved in it. It's leading to great competition.
And San Francisco Golden Gate captain Mosi Timoteo knows his team still needs to play a little bit better if they want to keep that undefeated record.
Ball situation, gave up too many possessions and gave up too many penalties, so we just need to work on that. Looking up for next week, Glendale for next week is our ball retention and minimize our penalty from this week, and just work on our set pieces and our overall game, open field, and our counterattacks. It's going to be tough next week against Glendale. They're going to be tough coming down, but looking forward to it.
And now a quick look at the standings. You see Golden Gate 3-0. They got the bonus point in 2 games for 4 tries, but not all 3. Belmont Shore right behind them, not happy that they lost that one game against Glendale. Glendale at 2-0. Santa Monica 1-2. On back right in it. And in fact, really, even Denver Barbarians, who have 2 bonus point losses, and Olympic Club at 0-2, are still right in it because every team plays 12 games. Still got plenty of rugby to play here at the PRP.